Hello, my wonderful elevated souls, and welcome to my channel. My name is Talea at Open Box Oracle 1811. These Oracle readings are not only for you, but for me as well, because Oracle and Tarot readings are meant to be self-reflective initially, and whomever it doesn't resonate with, you may be just going along for the ride. Welcome. The spread is always meant for current energies, not past or future, unless the spirit unfolds it that way. Today is April, jeez. It's May 5th, 2026. I hope everybody's having a good evening. It's 7, probably going on 8 o'clock at night here in the Midwest. I have been dealing with, I told you, some issues at work. It's just amazing though, because people are so funny. They're funny in a way of, people can feel defeated and they want to be seen as if they won, or maybe they think they won, I don't know, but it's pretty high school. And it's almost like they're trying to poke the bear, but there's nothing to poke because I'm not in competition with anybody. But I'm sure you all have, especially my elevated souls, they know what that's about with people, especially when you deal with petty people or people that are jealous and things like that. But it's all water under the bridge. School will be out in 3 weeks, so things will get back better. But anyway, I hope you all are having a good evening and good day. Other than that, I just was reflecting on the psychology of people. So I did this tarot / oracle spread, and the crowning card is wormwood. This is the plant. I didn't look up what the plant was, but I think it's poisonous. I think it's in the Bible as well, but we're looking at transformation, truth, and bitterness. What hard truth have you been avoiding that holds your freedom? So somebody is feeling like they don't want to move forward with this person because there's some type of bitterness. They feel bitter. And I'm not sure exactly why, but it's something that is within them making them not move forward, because this union is going to be very transformative to this person if they can just get over that hump. It says, I'm trying my best to forgive. This is the 4 cards. I don't really have a lot of screen space, so I put these cards at the bottom, because if I put them on the sides, you wouldn't be able to really see them. It says, I'm trying my best to forgive. So this is what's causing them to transform, because, they're probably upset with something. But this is gonna blow over because of the fact that we have nothing but great cards sitting out in the spread. The next one is, can we work this out? I'm feeling that it's the feminine energies, is I'm trying my best to forgive. And the masculine's energies is, can we work this out? The 2 bottom cards is, you are amazing. That's the masculine energies. And this is gender fluid, so you can use it however it plays out for you. And the last one is, I can feel you. I think you both can feel each other. So, because there's definitely passion in this union. We have the Sun card out first. That's a big card. It's the happiest card in the deck. And we have Three of Cups, celebrations. We got Ace of Wands. We got passion, new beginnings. We have the Magician, which they can manifest things. And it can also be a surprise. And we got Six of Wands out. Some good information coming. So that's what the shocking surprise will be, because that's what's gonna make this a passionate and a jump start with this union. And you guys will be getting back together. We have enlightenment, because this union is bringing enlightenment to the one who's unsure. It says, with enlightenment, there is no separation. We realize that we are one with the divine. We have trust, we have trust because this person is being able to forgive. And that's probably the truth, is, you know, that this withholding their freedoms. So they would have to forgive to release and be able to trust. You need to trust in a relationship for it to thrive. We have commitment. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. This is definitely a twin flame union. The twin flames themselves contain an aspect of each other's personality. And then we have study and let love show you how to learn from each other. So you both are learning about each other and learning from each other. And that's what's going to keep the relationship solid. But it's definitely going to be a very healing relationship, a deep bond that no one can break. A lot of the relationships that are going on today, they don't last because they're not with the right person. And they believe that this is their true person and their soulmate, and then find later that they don't want to either continue a relationship, or they don't want to do the things that they did when they first was courting, in courtship, and things starts to fizzle out. But these type of unions you're gonna want to do for each other forever. You don't see anything past this person. This is the person that you're focused on. And they say that these unions are rare, and this is probably why, because of the fact that their focus is solely about that person, about each other. It's like this person is a definite extension of themselves. I'm not saying that they can get lost in the person, because these people are usually healed when they end up finally connecting. But they say they're healing, and that may be, but this is a relationship that's always elevating, and they might be healing as well, but nothing can break the bond. There can't be people coming in and out and destroying the bond. They've done all that before they've connected. They've dealt with the third parties and things like that, and this has got everything what love is about. It's a small word, but it has a great I want to say ingredient. It has a great definition. And a lot of people can't even achieve the word love. Let's just be real about it. Because we can say that we love a person and we still fall short of the definition of love. But you won't have this issue with this person, and they won't have that issue with you, because if you're hurting, that person's going to be hurting too. And it's hard. It's an empathetic. It's not even a sympathetic type of feeling. It's more of an empathy thing, because you can feel that person's pain, and you don't want to put that person in pain. Like you wouldn't want to put yourself in pain because you love yourself. People that really don't love themselves, they don't have boundaries. They don't really protect themselves. I mean, if they do, it could be selfish. Like they don't really understand what loving yourself really means. Loving yourself won't ever put you in harm's way, because you have a deeper understanding of what loving yourself is, and you wouldn't put yourself in those extremes anymore to get hurt. And so I think this is what this union's about. This is how it really truly is. You have a lot of celebrations. You might have people that don't want to see it, but it's gonna be there. You will have people who will love to see you together. You both are passionate about each other. You both are manifestors. It's gonna be so successful. And it's gonna be victory, because that's gonna be the justice. And when people, and I've heard people say this, and this can, I used to be like, and I know this might sound selfish, and I'm not one to get revenge. I'm really not. I just don't care to, for the most part. And if I have, I don't remember it. But just consciously, I just don't have the drive to even try to do that anyway. And then I think of karma. But just to have that type of soul, and this is what causes them to be together too, is because they both have this pureness about themselves. They just walk away from the situation. They don't look for revenge, and they just don't have that in their heart. That's what makes their heart so pure. They're like, I don't have, and even you can look at it like this, even people that be like, I'm going to take them to court, or that's still revenge. I know that sounds kind of like that can't be revenge, but it can be, because it's like you're not putting it in God's hands to do it. And we get spiritual and we be like, no, you have to do everything, and then at the same time talk about spirits and ancestors working on your behalf. Like, no, it all works together. And if you're sure about God handling it, why would you get revenge? If you're not sure about the spirit, then you're going to physically go do something to get revenge on that person. I say let it be, because whatever I'm going to do is not going to be greater than what God is going to do. So that's just how I look at it anyway. And then it would be too much energy used to even do it. And with that, bringing bad intentions, because you used up your energy, that's bad intentions, and then it turns out to be a disaster, and then you're hurt and that person's hurt, and it's not even worth it. Why injure yourself? Like I say, love yourself. Why even injure yourself to even try to be vengeful? Just walk away. That's what you're always a bigger person by walking away. You have your family won't like me, and that could be either you or them that may feel like that. That could also be a truth, or making you kind of blocked. The next one, it says you have so many choices and options. That could be a block. It says, I want a fresh start with you. I am manifesting you, and it just happens to be under the Magician. The twin flame and the Magician are, fell in sequence. I need more time. That's the study. Because whatever their information they're bringing you, this is a hurdle too. This is where it's like, I'm trying to forgive. You can get over it because you will. The commitment card was under the Ace of Wands. So the new beginnings is what brings, and that's as well, says I want a fresh start. So that went into sequence as well. You got Three of Cups, trust. And says you have so many options and choices. Isn't that funny? Because they were so unsure, but you can trust this union. That's what's going to be celebratory. Enlightenment is what brings the sun. Your family won't like me. Well, they'll see you just like the sun, and it's going to bring the enlightenment, and your family will love you. The family will see you for who you truly are, just like your this twin flame will. But you always have to study. But a person could be sitting back looking at you, studying you from afar and seeing you, and this is what brings them close to you, because they can see this person is the person that I want in my life. You could be as well learning about this person and the qualities and what makes you want them in your life as well. So it's a mirrored situation where you both reflect each other's personalities and ways. But you definitely gonna have victory, and that's gonna be the justice. But this is where I kind of fell off, because I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot when I looked at the Six of Wands. I would hear people say, "Oh, and they, somebody did me wrong, and they got their karma, and I was there to witness." And that's something that I always wanted to do. But it's so funny because nothing would come about. I'm like, well, it has in the past. I had seen that. But I don't know if it was my karma. It could have been somebody else's karma, because that person could have did something to somebody else, which I'm sure they did. But it was like, I was never there to witness the karma. And then someone had said, and it wasn't just one, it was a few people that had said this, and it just really was a confirmation in my spirit about it. But they say when you get successful, or when you get big, or whatever the case may be, when you see that you're doing well, then that's going to be the justice, that's going to be the victory, and that'll be the karma. And that made sense, because I was like, there's a biblical scripture that said, God will prepare a table in front of thine enemy. And that just stuck with me, because that makes sense. So I was like, well, maybe that's just the karma for me. And whenever that comes, it'll come. But would I be happy if I get to that point? You always got to stay humble, even if God is preparing that table for you, because you don't want to come off or even have that type of heart. You always have to continue having being pure of heart, because of your success. You always have to remain the same when it comes to who you are as a person, because anyone can fall. And I have not yet experienced that type of success, but I'm just saying, like, that's stuff that I always self-examine. And a person that if they're not self-aware, they can fall in that trap. But it's a good thing to practice now. Or you always want to practice, whether you're low or you're high. You always want to stay in that energy and be self-aware. You always want to check yourself. Because sometimes I don't ever want to come off, and I think about it like, Did I sound like I was bragging? Because I don't like it, you know? So it's just like, I just want to make sure I'm not being that type of person. But yeah, what I see here is they pretty much are doing everything, because all these cards show that this is a promising, union. The spirit is showing that this can be a trusted union with this person. And no one's wishing any bad, or wicked intentions towards the other. So this is a safe space. It's a safe place to be. But there's definitely marriage coming. We got a commitment. You're a twin flame. I see marriage. If it's not on the cards, I see it. Because you got your celebrations, you got the sun. You manifested each other. And even if you're unable to forgive at this moment in time, you still manifested each other. So whatever quarrels that you've had previously or a while ago, they're gonna come into communication. And this is where the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands come in. You guys are learning about each other, trusting each other. You're having downloads about each other. And you're reflecting each other. You have this commitment coming in. And you guys are both serious about this. And no one's gonna come in, because there's no energy of anybody else. It's you and this person. And this is how you'll be looking. The world will be viewing you, but you'll be too busy looking at each other that you don't see the world. That's how it's gonna be. I promise that's how it's gonna be. And for me to say I promise about something, it's just the energies from these cards. But that's how I feel. Because you both are very serious about this relationship. And this bitterness will cease. And you guys will come into communication about, what you're avoiding and what's stopping you to move forward. But you will move forward, because it's in the cards. So, yes, we can work this out. They think you're amazing, and they can feel you. That's why I said you guys have empathy for each other. You can feel each other. And it's okay to take time, because that person's going to wait anyway. It's smart to take time. You don't have to rush, especially if you know that's the one, And I wouldn't worry about the family liking me or not, because the family will. They'll even get the enlightenment, because your union is going to be like this. It's going to shine. It's going to radiate. It's going to touch people. People are going to want to have this type of union. We hear so many people complaining about the opposite, or the genders, and I'm like, all this hatred, this is crazy. Like, it's come down. I mean, we've had failed relationships. I mean, anything, I'll just be like, I'm tired. But the fact in my mind, and the fact, like, my heart won't be like, no, forget all of them. Like, no, because I still believe that there's hope, And I understand their message as well, and what they've been through. I understand that. I'm not here to judge that. but there's people who are good and who are out there, and I I guess I'm a hopeless romantic like that because I believe there's someone for everybody. And something can happen, and then the person can get bitter like that wormwood, and just it can just tear their heart up, and then look at um, they'll look at that man or that woman and be like, that's it. And from there on out, they'll be like, everything is connected to this woman or this man, and they're this type of person. It's like, no, all men and all women aren't that type. You got a lot of them like that, but everybody's not like that. That's something also, if to be having a elevated mind, you can't keep thinking like that. It stops your growth. It's putting a block on. The mind wants to evolve, and you can't let it evolve if you're blocking your mind or stopping your mind to grow. And it's creating hatred as well. The bitterness will cause hatred, and then it's a poison. And you don't want poison in your heart because, well, you know what poison does to the body. So, well, I hope you all had a great evening, and you got the message, you got the vibe. I kind of read it different today, but I could pretty much see what the spread looked like. A lot of my cards or my readings can be choppy, or I can't find the words, but today I could. And there's no Mercury retrograde neither. Not that I'm trying to be one to blame that, but it's true, because when I first started, I was tearing words up like, geez, I can't even talk. But yeah, I hope you all vibe with me on this message. That's all I have from the Divine Council. You all stay blessed and take care of yourselves. And there's love still alive out there. It's still in the air. Cupid's waiting to throw a dagger at you or at your mate. You might find somebody that you never, or you least expected in bumping into, or meeting someone. Isn't that something? That's exciting too. That could be a shock or a surprise, meeting somebody and you never thought I'd meet him in the library type thing. That's pretty exciting. But anyway, I want to thank my new subscribers, old subscribers, the comments, likes, shares, and I want to wish you all a blissful and harmonious day. Bye.